In our video, Anxiety Made Simple, I led with, things don't need to be complicated to be effective. The same thing holds true today as we bust down the door to all things crazy with Depression Made Simple. What is up, depressed people with no hope in sight? I'm Tom Ryan, the creator of Nobody's Normal, where everything I developed was to enhance your mental health, specifically in the areas of anxiety and depression. And sticking with my mantra of always keeping it simple, we are going to punch that big bad bully of depression right in the groin area, reducing its complexity, making it more manageable and understandable. Here's our cheat sheet. Depression is just an emotion like joy or worry. That's it. Depression is simply an emotion. Let's remember that as we make it simple. In the Anxiety Made Simple video, I use the example of my pool school for developing triathletes where I break down the swim stroke into 4 simple parts. Today, we're going to stick with my developing athlete coaching style using runners. For 20 years, I helped runners improve their speed, endurance, and fitness. In virtually every case, whether a person had a previous coach or they were a beginner, both had read countless articles on how to train for a 5K, 10K, or marathon. Eventually, every athlete said to me, "Tom, your workouts are shorter than anything I've ever seen." They were correct. My style of coaching athletes focused on many different factors such as nutrition, rest, and daily life. Running was simply a part of their life. And I always explain to them, we want to go into race day 25% undertrained versus 1% overtrained, because the two things that will take us out of the event are injury and illness, which are both caused by overtraining. Over the years, I learned the toughest training week for every athlete was the one I recommended they do 0 running while focusing on rest to let their mind and body recover. They would ask me, "Are you sure I'm running enough?" And I always said the same thing. Trust me. In every case, my athletes improved their overall fitness and reached their #1 race goal. I'm now asking you to trust me. I have researched, experimented, and studied depression for over 40 years. In a few minutes, I'm going to make depression so simple, you're likely to believe it's not possible. Just do what I'm about to teach you, and it will reduce your depression. All you need to do is use it and believe it. Things don't need to be complicated to be effective. We need to start with a simple working definition of depression. Here it is. Depression is caused by events of the past. That's it. Depression is caused by past events. The solution to depression is reframing it. And here's how we're gonna do it. Have you ever said to yourself, "There is no way I can. I'll never be able to. I'll start exercising, but in the past, I've always ended up injuring myself"? If you think this way, don't waste your time because you won't exercise. "She would never go out with a guy like me. I'm only 5'6". Then don't ask her out because you're already defeated. And by the way, Tom Cruise is 5'6". What's the use? I've tried therapy, medication, and support groups, yet nothing reduces my depression. None of these will likely benefit you because you don't believe. Say it with me. Things don't need to be complicated to be effective. During my years of creating solutions for depression, anxiety, and bipolar, I never wanted to get rid of them. Rather, I wanted to use their power to enhance my life. Reframing is a can't-miss strategy that you can use today. Let's tackle 3 examples of depressive thoughts. Following each one, I'm going to reframe it for you. Number 1, it feels like I have been depressed my entire life. I can't seem to beat it. Reframed, I'm curious why depression has been with me my entire life. I can't wait to figure it out. Number 2, I'm ashamed to tell anyone my depression is so bad, I often have suicidal thoughts. Reframed, I'm going to share my level of depression with 3 of my closest friends so I don't have to carry this burden by myself. And this will provide support and reduce my isolation. Number 3, I'm ashamed to admit I have mental health issues. Reframed, God gave me the gift of mental health issues. I'm going to learn how to use these gifts. Is my reframing strategy simple? Yes. Is it easy? No. You got to ask yourself, how badly do you want to reduce the negative impact of your depression? If you watched our Anxiety Made Simple video, I explained we're not trying to eliminate our anxiety. The same applies to depression. Our depression is not going anywhere because, like anxiety, it's an emotion. Our goals are to recognize it and have a solid strategy to reduce and understand it. Our first step in reframing our depression is to believe we can reframe it. Then we must act. Words do very little to create progress. What creates progress is action. I believe in you. What truly matters is, do you believe in you? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to join the Nobody's Normal community today. If you decide to become part of the Nobody's Normal community, let me be clear. It's not for everyone. We are an excellence-based community. We seek excellence. Average or half-ass are not options for us. Please do it now. In the description box below, you will find some next level links to benefit you, and one of them is to the Nobody's Normal community. If you want to chat with me about your depression or other mental health stuff, every week I have a limited amount of free 30-minute chats with me via Zoom. Just click the Talk with Tom link at nobodysnormal.org. You know, I always end our time together with the same message, asking you to please never forget I struggle every day with my crazy. Anxiety, depression, and bipolar never leave my side. This is what they look like. You and me, our time together, I love us. Till next time, I am Tom Ryan, and you are, yeah, you're crazy, but that doesn't mean you aren't dazzling too. I will see you next Saturday at 10 a.m. as we kick off our month-long series on women and their mental health. Oh yeah, it's gonna be dicey.